Welcome to my three-part series on making a 3D low-poly papercraft from a PDF using a Cricut maker. This video shows how to make a low-poly 3D papercraft like this Dolphin design from a PDF of all its pieces with edge numbers to glue together, using an electronic cutting machine like the Cricut maker instead of doing it all by hand, and then assembling your own version. For making a 3D low-poly papercraft from a PDF using a Cricut maker, this part 3 of 3 in the series covers the assembling. Okay, let's handle a few disclaimers first. These videos are long. Please check the description for time markers to forward to sections that most appeal to you. This shows how I do it. It may not be the best, the fastest, or the easiest way, but it works for me. This is not necessarily a tutorial, but the steps are detailed enough that you should be able to do them. In part 1, I cover importing a PDF to Inkscape, manipulating elements so that Cricut will understand it, and then saving as an SVG. In part 2, we go over uploading to DesignSpace and adding it to a new project, tweaking for different tools such as the pen and scoring, and then scoring, drawing, and cutting on the machine, in my case a Cricut maker. Part 3 shows assembling the pieces at a sped up rate. So at the end of the assembly video, of course, it occurred to me that we have this hole and in her, and this piece that glues on these tabs, and then this can be mounted on a wall flat. I'm not sure I like that, so I haven't glued this on yet, and nowhere in the instructions did it mention that, and nowhere in the advertisements did it actually not show what appeared to be totally three-dimensional. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can take this fin and these pieces and mirror them and cut them and complete her. Here's a little recap of what we just saw. Import a PDF to Inkscape, one page at a time. Then I use layers to organize the elements more easily. I grab the edge numbers. I do path object to path and then path combine. I grab the valley fold lines. I do path combine and then I change the stroke to a solid line. I grab the mountain fold lines. I do path combine, then change the stroke to a 3-dash line. And then the important part on that is extensions, then modify path, then convert to dashes. Then I grab the outline sections. I do path combine, then I bucket fill the desired color, and I remove the stroke. I save the SVG, open in DesignSpace. I change the edge numbers to pen extra fine. I change the solid valley score lines to the type score. I use the contour tool to remove unwanted errant lines from the mountain fold dash lines, but I leave those as basic cut. I send to the machine that will score, draw, and cut the pieces, and then I assemble and enjoy.